What's going on, guys? I was asked to do a review of these lights by the company. I did not receive these lights from them. I purchased these lights after talking to some of my partners that picked them up. I got last year's model of the actual, this one. There is a newer one. I think this is the 2020 version. It was a little bit cheaper and I didn't want to spend what they were advertising. I wanted to check it out, so I bought the last year model because it was about $40 cheaper and checked it out to just see what it was all about. I purchased the one with the IR light at the top because it may not work for the agency that I'm working for forever, and I have worked for other agencies and other entities that have had helicopters, and having something with an IR capability is a great something that you can possibly use, is great to have in the future if you don't plan on or other opportunities come in your way. So I work for a law enforcement agency, so of course I picked up the blue and red with the IR light at the top, and I picked up, they don't offer a blue in the Mini, or I haven't seen it yet, and it wasn't there for the free light, but I got red because I can also use that on the job or off the job. Now, there's been 1,000,001 people doing videos on these, and they've all said the same thing. You can use these for emergency situations. You can use them on the job, telling your partners where you're at if you're at a house and you're not actually at the address where you were called to, or if you're chasing a suspect through the city and you need to let everybody else know where you're at. You can use your IR light for that, and you can also use the light going off will tell helicopters above where you're at, or also possibly your other partners or other officers where you're located during these emergency situations. You can use that all day long for that. My review is going to be on the aspect of that is all valuable to have these lights, but I see a market for this light in what I like to do in my spare time. I go kayaking, I go mountain climbing, I go backpacking, I go hiking, I go sea kayaking, I do a lot of outdoor activities. This light is very valuable for somebody in that situation that may get lost on the trail, lost at sea, lost anywhere. Having the IR light capability on a little unit like this and having all these lights for somebody that's backpacking, camping, mountain climbing, kayaking, and they are in distress and they have a search party looking for them. Do you know how many people go missing and die out in the middle of nowhere, and they were like 50 feet from the trail or 2 miles from the trail because they got turned around and got lost, and the search parties have looked for them and completely missed them, been within 100 yards of certain people and missed them completely, and they've died. Having something with the capability of an RI light for a helicopter or a search party team and having all these lights is going to help you get found. I have looked at this product, and this is a very valuable product. I think they should hit the outdoor market to expand. It's good for law enforcement aspect, don't get me wrong. It's good for firefighters, tow truck drivers, or funeral services. They have all colors. I mean, they've tried to put that in the niche market of the law enforcement, rescue, and other, but I think they have a very valuable product for the outdoor camper or survivalist, because this is very valuable. Having a Mini with an IR light in a flashy, being lost in the middle of nowhere. Unfortunately, the Mini, I haven't seen one with an IR light, but making one with an IR light and having the capability of a rescue being all white instead of the other colors being an all white, very high visibility lights at night when you're trying to be rescued, or having a bunch of IR lights at the top would give away your position for somebody looking for you. This is a very valuable tool if they would design one like that. It has 1,000,001 capabilities for, as I said, the law enforcement, the rescue service person, the tow truck driver, the funeral service. They make, like I said, they have purple, red, amber, orange, green, every color you could think of in the full-size ones, and also the Minis, except for blue, which I did not see a blue in the Mini, and I think they should make a blue for law enforcement officers. But I have used these also in the aspects of when I go home from work. I don't have a duty car. I live out of the city that I work in, and I cross a bridge which is 5 miles long. Yes, it is 5 miles long. It goes across a river. And on that bridge, people break down all the time. And then, as I said, I'm not in my unit. I'm in my normal car, and I do stop occasionally to help some people out. Usually they run out of gas, or the car breaks down, or whatever reason, they're stuck on the side of the road, they got a flat tire, and they're stuck on that bridge. and it's a 2-lane bridge, and it's 2 lanes both ways, southbound, and I think it's northbound and southbound, or it's east and west. Either way, it's 2 different ways, 2 different bridges, two lanes to each bridge, and people get stuck on there, and they have had a lot of accidents on that bridge because people don't realize that there's a car sitting there, and they come up on it too fast, not paying attention, and bam, they slam right into the back of it. Just this year, we've probably had about 4 accidents on that bridge, and 2 of them led to deaths because being hit at 60 miles an hour and you're parked on the side of the rail broke down. It killed the driver and the person in the car. That just happened I'd say about 4 months ago. And we get a lot of accidents out there just by people broke down and people not paying attention, and they slam right in the back of the person because they think they're moving and they're really not. Or whatever reason, I don't know. But it happens. But having something like this to put on the back of your quarter panel or on the back of the trunk and turning it on if you're in distress and you're broke down that's a very valuable tool to the normal person. Having amber or red or something you can put on your quarter panel on the back of your car or on the trunk if you have a hatchback, just having this on the side of the vehicle or on the trunk tells everybody, hey, I'm broke down, please change lanes, don't slam into the back of me. Having something in that aspect for the normal person is a great tool. And as I said, for the backpacker or camper, this would be a great tool to give to them with IR lights all the way around, and I guess white flashy to really bring attention to them normal, than amber or red or blue. Having a straight up all white strobe capability would be really good for the outdoor person. But great lights, great product. I see more uses than what they have put this in use for, the law enforcement, rescue. I think it has a capability in multiple areas, especially the outdoor world, for outdoor rescuers and outdoor mountain climbers. And having these for rescuers makes their job a heck of a lot easier to find these people. If you make a version of this strictly for those types of people, a lot more people would be rescued if they had a product like this designed the way I said it. But that's about it, guys. You take it easy. Great product. I like it. I enjoy it. I think it was worth the money I paid for it, and very satisfied with it. Take it easy, guys.